Woo. Wednesday morning. Good Wednesday morning, everyone. This is your boy Savar, man, coming to you again from inside the 5-0 with another video. Because like I said, let's face it, I'm in the car more because I'm doing a lot of in and out, Falcon stuff on. It's feeling good to be a fucking Falcon. I mean, it feels amazing to be part of that franchise as a season ticket holder. It's amazing to be a fan of the franchise. Not be a fan, be a fan of the franchise. But getting ready to talk about that here, but not in this video. I want to sit down, put what I think is going to happen with the NFL this year with the 32 teams who I think will be in the playoffs, who I think will win it all. That's going to be coming before preseason starts. Now I'm going to touch more on the draft around that time then, because I want to be able to see the guys at training camp and see how they are performing at training camp before I talk about was the draft a win or a bust. Right now, it's a win. 4 defensive players, 2 edge rushers. We got a safety, offensive lineman, and 2 safeties. I think we got 2 safeties. But that's not the point. This video here is about the WWE. And I don't want to talk about the entirety of WrestleMania. I just want to talk about what happened. The main champions. I don't care about Becky Lynch coming back and being heel Lynch and that god-awful press conference. Her daughter is adorable, but you know, I thought there was something wrong with that. But I want to start with Gunther, and I want to start with Jey Uso. And my predictions on what's going to happen with Jey. Now, the match was, it's all right. We all knew Jey was going to win, and that's exactly what happened. Now, Gunther went after Pat McAfee on the Fallout show of Monday Night Raw. Pat McAfee last night, well, Monday night, because you know, I waited a week or two after WrestleMania to watch some stuff. Issue a challenge. Nick Aldis was there for the Raw general manager who was out, and pretty much made official that Backlash is gonna be Pat McAfee going against Gunther, and you know Pat McAfee's probably gonna win. Jey Uso's probably gonna sit down. Michael Cole, it's gonna probably be like Jerry the King Lawler went against Taz back in the day, and Jim Ross came out there and hit Taz with that fucking jar and busted right across Taz's face. It might be something similar to that. So I expect Pat McAfee to win. But what do I think is going to happen with Jey Uso in the title, and how long I think he's going to hold that belt? I believe Jey is going to hold that belt for a while. Okay. As of right now, there's really nobody on the SmackDown roster, right? Because the WWE champion is on the Raw roster. But John Cena, he's actually going to be on both rosters. It's John Cena. But more about that in a second. So I believe Jey Uso is going to hold it for a while, but who do I think is going to emerge and come after him? And it's not really a big playing field, but I have a feeling what's going on with Sami Zayn after what I seen on Monday. He might be in line for that title. And you know, if I'm Jey Uso, it makes the most logical sense. They got a lengthy history together. So I can see Sami emerging sometime throughout the year and winning that belt. Now, if Sami doesn't do it, then who will be another viable option? Jimmy's not championship material. Sorry, he's just not. He doesn't appease the fans like Jey. He's not to me, a championship material. LA Knight is, he's kind of waxing and waning right now. Damian Priest, waxing and waning right now. So that's not too many people. Randy Orton could emerge down the line, but because we all know Randy's not beating John Cena at fucking Backlash. And if I'm a betting man, Travis Scott gonna get involved. Cody Rhodes might get involved. Somebody's gonna get involved that's gonna cause Randy that fucking match. So Randy's not gonna win that fucking match. Everybody think Randy gets 15 title. It's too soon. He's not gonna win that fucking match. Could CM Punk emerge, go after him? Maybe. Roman Reigns, I don't see Roman going for that particular title. He might, but I don't see it right now. Because it's unfinished business with Paul Heyman. So, and the same can be said for CM Punk. Braun Breaker could go after it, but I just feel like Sami Zayn is going to emerge and go after that title. I believe it's going to be a betrayal thing. I think he's going to join Seth Rollins. I know Seth doesn't want that championship. Seth is going to go after maybe what John Cena has down the line. But, of course, Seth won't get it. That belt's reserved for somebody else. So, you know, Braun Breaker, maybe. Seth Rollins might. And then ultimately Sami Zayn might get it from Seth. Something's going to give, but I just feel like Sami Zayn is in line to get that title. You know, it's next in line. Seth might go out there and lose against Jey. Braun might go out there and lose against Jey, but then when Sami goes out there, I think Sami's going to win it. Or if Seth wins it or Braun wins it, then I got a feeling there's going to be something going on, and then Sami's going to walk away with it eventually. So that's my prediction. I think Jey's going to hold on to that belt at least until SummerSlam, and then I think around Survivor Series, somewhere in there, he'll drop that belt to one of those three, because there's nobody else on the roster really right now. That's Logan Paul, no. But I am intrigued with them putting the belt on him. I think he deserves it. So let's see where it goes. I keep saying because I'm thinking everybody says Now, let's talk about what happened with Cena and Cody Rhodes, because everybody's kind of pissed off about that match. I'm gonna be honest with you. The match to me wasn't that bad. We all know Cena is not a technical wrestler. Cody Rhodes is a technical wrestler. And Jim Cornette, and I listen to Jim every day. I've been watching Jim since I was a little kid. You know, I remember seeing Jim as a little kid when he was in WWF, WCW. Hell, I remember seeing Jim, if I recall, I think he came to a Sportatorium a couple of times before they closed that down back in the early 90s to Fritz Von Erich's promotion, WCCW, World Championship Class Wrestling. But that's besides the point. Jim Cornette said some stuff. What the fuck? Yeah, my goddamn, see my coffee outside. You can't see, goddamn. Jim Cornette said some stuff, though, about the match that made sense. You got a technical wrestler, and John Cena's not going to be taking bumps like he would have 20 years ago. So the match really didn't flow that good. Travis Scott being there, that wasn't a bad idea. Everybody expected The Rock, and more about The Rock in a second too. And I got a feeling he's gonna play into this story just not as soon as everybody expected him to. John Cena winning the belt the way they did left a bad taste in people's mouths. A lot of people think Cody should at least hit him with the belt, and then that will allow Travis Scott to get in there and do something to Cody. You know, low blow Cody or do something to Cody. And then John Cena could have woke up, you know, Travis could have got him up, hit him with the AA. He could have won it like that. Hit him with 2 or 3 AAs in a row and won it like that. Said Cody punked out like a true baby face, and they could bring that full circle, right? And Cena is number 17. Now, do I think Cody's gonna get a rematch? No. I don't think so. What I do think is Cody's gonna probably not go heel, but I think Cody is gonna be the reason why Randy doesn't win in a pursuit of going after Cena. Or if not this match, maybe getting close to the end of Cena's career, he's gonna get involved some way, somehow. He's gonna cost Cena that belt, so Cena won't take it home with him. Something like that's gonna happen, but Cody's not gonna get that belt back. Okay? I see Cena going through Randy Orton. I see Cena going through CM Punk. I see Cena maybe going through Roman Reigns, but I think Roman's gonna shift his attention back to the World Heavyweight Championship if the plans that I predict play out. Now, he might not, because that belt, let's face it, it's not the WWE belt. It's not the face of the place belt, you know. So Roman Reigns is like a big time star. He is a big time star. So he's not gonna want to go for the other world championship, even though it adds to his total world titles, right? So if CM Punk doesn't go against Cena, which I think he is, but he's not gonna win, then I think CM Punk is gonna be the one that ultimately before WrestleMania be the world heavyweight champion. Right? There's a lot of factors at play because of Seth Rollins, you know, Paul Heyman, and then so you know you got 2 different intriguing storylines that can play out with CM Punk. He can pursue Cena. He can pursue, you know, Seth Rollins. And I have a feeling he's going to go after Seth Rollins. That's why I don't think Rollins is going to get that belt. I believe Sammy's going to get it. And then I think Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble. And then I think Punk is going to go after, you know, Sami Zayn. If Sammy doesn't win it, and by some miracle Seth Rollins does win it, then I can see Punk winning the Royal Rumble and then going after Seth Rollins for next year WrestleMania, which, in my opinion, that's a legit main event. I would love to see those two go at it for the championship. But I just feel like Sammy's going to get that belt before it gets to that, if that makes sense. As far as Roman Reigns go, and as far as The Rock go, here's why I think The Rock's going to come in. I think Cena is going to start to get too big in his britches. If you know what I mean, like running around like swinging his dick left and right, you know what I'm saying? And I have a feeling that's going to rub The Rock, the final boss, the wrong way. Now, I can see The Rock coming out saying, you know what, Cena, you wouldn't have this belt if I wouldn't pull some strings behind the curtain, right? Making sure that you got what you got. Travis Scott, it was that assurance, okay? And not one time has Cena thanked The Rock for making it possible. Okay, so you see where I'm going with this. I think The Rock's gonna get fed up not being, you know, acknowledged that he's the reason why Cena has that belt, even though he didn't come out. He sent his henchmen out there, okay? And I can see The Rock coming back, because remember, back at WrestleMania 28 in Atlanta, but not Miami, The Rock beat Cena. This is, oh, I lost my wife because of that shit, blah, blah, blah. Before he got with, what was it, Brie? Was it Brie Bella? Which one? Where are the Bella twins? Nikki, it was Nikki Bella. I think Brie's with Daniel Bryan Danielson. But anyway, then WrestleMania 29, after Cena beat Punk and took the World Championship, the WWE, you know, because it was two titles they made into one belt. After he beat CM Punk, he dropped that belt to John Cena at WrestleMania 29 in MetLife, right? So they're 1-1. Then they had the tag team match, you know, and I can't remember who they went against. They had the tag team match, and Cena and The Rock won. That was that Survivor Series that same year, or probably the following year. They got back. No, it was the same year. They got back together. I can't remember who they went after, and they beat up. So they're 1-1 and one in tag team. So I could see The Rock being The Rock and coming out and say, hey, you're getting a little bit too big for your britches. Now, one time have you thanked The Rock? So The Rock is coming back to either collect the debt, or you thank The Rock and you give me your soul. Some shit like that. You guys know I'm going with this, right? And Cena can talk his shit, and The Rock will go, well, you're not going to be the last real champion in WWE. I am. I think Rock is like a 10-time champion. So, and 9 times out of 10, the pay-per-view in December, because I think Cena is scheduled through December, that's going to be the pay-per-view that The Rock is going to go against Cena. I think The Rock's going to be the one to get the belt. Just follow me along now. Who else is going to take it off of? Not the Legend Killer, because that will make John Cena's run a fluke. Not Cody Rhodes, not the guy. He might play a part in this match though if it happens, to make sure The Rock wins. Because remember, The Rock won't Cody's soul. So that could come and play a part in this match. Okay? Nobody else is going to take that belt but The Rock. Rock wins the belt. WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans. Okay? Here Roman Reigns is. If Punk's not champion at that time, which he probably will be, if Punk doesn't win the Rumble to become champion, that means Roman Reigns gonna win the Rumble to become champion. I mean, to go against the champion at WrestleMania. Now remember, the old bloodline, I got a feeling The Rock was behind, not the new bloodline, right? Fucking Solo Sikoa and all the other misfit bandits. Jacob Fatu. Now they done disbanded so far, but The Rock had something to do with that. And Roman Reigns could go after The Rock. Now, where does Cody Rhodes come into play in that? Well, if Cody gonna give The Rock his soul, then if The Rock doesn't acknowledge Cody Rhodes and promise Cody the world like he said he is, then Cody can turn on The Rock, and then the belt go back to Roman. Then, as an act of good faith and gesture, you can get the rematch of Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at Backlash, or sometime next year. Now, because they're 1-1. Remember, Roman Reigns beat Cody at the first WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 38 or 39, and then Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 to become champion. So, all that being said, they're 1-1. So you have the tie-breaking match, and then Cody Rhodes can get his belt back, or Cody Rhodes can lose the belt. So that's what I think is going to happen with Cena. He's going to hold that belt until the end of the year. That's going to happen. He's going to run. He's an awesome heel, by the way. He's going to hold that belt to the end of the year, and then The Rock's going to take that belt. I think CM Punk's going to be champion at next year WrestleMania, and actually, if he's not champion by WrestleMania, he's going to win a belt at WrestleMania. And it's going to probably be the Royal Heavyweight Championship. They're not going to make CM Punk the face of the WWE right now. It's not going to fucking happen. Everybody else, I'm glad Dominic Mysterio won the title, the Intercontinental Championship. I think it's long overdue. Who is the United States champion? God damn it. Slipped my goddamn mind. I can't think who the fuck the United States champion was. Because I believe that belt wasn't even... Did they even have a title match at fucking WrestleMania? Who the fuck is the United States? Oh, yeah. Fucking LA Knight lost his belt to, holy fucking shit, man. He dropped it to, God damn it, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu got the title. Okay? So, I'm glad Jacob won his championship belt. That's awesome. I don't really care about Naomi and Kay and Jake Cargill, that match. I don't care about Becky Lynch and them winning the tag team match, like I said, and then Becky Lynch winning the title and turn on that shit. Io Sky is on fire. Keep the belt, Io Sky. I was glad Bianca didn't win, or Rhea Ripley. And I'm a fan of both of them, but Io Sky is crushing it right now. She may not can talk good English, but it makes it even more funny when she tries to say certain things, and then she does what she does in the ring. She's hot. Keep that women's championship on her. Thank God. That was a stinker. Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton was a stinker. But I'm glad Tiffany kept the fucking belt. I'm glad the New Day, I'm loving the heel New Day. I'm glad that they won the titles. And if I'm missing anything, I don't care about Randy Orton, RK Orton, the TNA champion. I can't think of his name now, but it was funny how they had that zoom over. He was smiling, and then Randy Orton out of nowhere, RK Orton. That shit was hilarious. I wanted that back like 5 times. I was crying, laughing. But then Randy Orton make fun of him at the end. That shit was fucking hilarious. Other than that, man, all in all, besides all the stars and Stone Cold having an issue with his ATV, his little 4-wheeler. All in all, WrestleMania wasn't bad. It wasn't one of the great ones, but it wasn't bad. I give it a 7 out of 10. It really wasn't bad. It wasn't. I think if the main event of night 2 would have had a little bit more action in it, then I could see me giving it an 8 at best. Because the women's division, besides the Io Sky match, was probably the best match of all of WrestleMania, to be honest. They crushed it, but the rest of the women's matches was like, meh. And then you had a couple of matches, you know, on the male side that wasn't bad, but it wasn't awesome. It wasn't subpar. The way Paul Heyman turned his back on Roman Reigns and CM Punk, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't see that coming, but it makes the most logical sense. CM Punk gave the idea for the Shield. They did it. Then Seth Rollins was the architect of the Shield. He turned it back on Roman Reigns. He hates CM Punk for abandoning them. Okay, and then so you take CM Punk, best friend. You take the wise man. You are the architect, so you orchestrated all of that shit. So it makes the most logical fucking sense for them to do what they did with them. But anyway, guys, that's all I have. I hope you all enjoy. I'm going to keep my eye on what's going on because the WWE is hot right now. I ain't going to lie, it's hot. Backlash normally tells the rest of the story. It ends a lot of the stuff. And then wrestling, normally in the WWE, it goes down after Backlash. I'm hoping that this year that it doesn't. They keep morale kind of high. But we're going to find out after Backlash. I'm going to be glued to the TV. I'm going to watch it. But I hope you guys enjoyed my take on WrestleMania. 7 out of 10. Not bad, not good. Passing grade. Could have been a little bit better. And congrats to the Hall of Fame class of that year. But with that being said, it's been your boy Savar Matner. I'll be back with a take on the NFL and the Falcons. You know, we haven't been talking about it right now. I'm going to talk about it in the next video. It won't be about what I think is going to happen with the draft picks. It's about quarterbacks. So I'm going to talk about that most likely tomorrow because there's something that I want you guys to understand about Atlanta that a lot of people have been talking about. Till then, hope you guys enjoy. Be your boy Savar Matner. Gotta go ahead and shop, guys. Have a good day.